to start reading 2 poems about, being touched by a stranger. In the dentist chair, Nancy asks me if I've been stressed as she digs a hook between my teeth. With her hands in my mouth, I gurgle and grunt, and she says, "You've been grinding." She scrapes a tooth, and my eyes liquefy. She asks if I've been flossing in that way that lets me know she knows I haven't. The blood I spit into the little plastic sink proves it. I tell her I flossed before I came. She replies, "Not good enough," and slaps a lead vest over my genitals. Bite down. Turn your head. She positions a machine next to my face, turns the light off, and leaves. It beeps and clicks, and she flips the light back on, yanks the film from my mouth, holds the tiny X-ray to the light. She grips my jaw and looks in the cave of my mouth as if she's about to crawl inside. Humming, she shoots a needle full of Novocaine into the softest part of me. I breathe loudly as she hushes me with an unexpected tenderness that reminds me there is nothing cruel or unusual about this. This next poem is about... thanks. It's generous. It's very generous that you had a long day. Okay. So this past summer, I was in Asia teaching. I was there for the first time and terrified. So this is a poem about going to get a massage because you're scared and lonely and need to be touched. Totally non-sexual is what I mean. At the Vietnamese massage parlor. You say nothing when I walk in, but take off clothes. Keep underwear. Keep underwear. You said twice more, with your back turned to me, soaking and wringing a towel in hot water, steam rising up around your head. The water from a towel drips into a large bowl. My belt buckle clinks against the tile. The table creaks as I lay down, still wearing my underwear. The light clicks off and you approach me. Your hands are workers' hands. The lumps in my back are stones you lift from dirt, bows you loosen using all your fingers. You are a drawer removed from its dresser, like me, partially filled, partially empty. I want to hold your emptiness, but I did not pay to touch. I paid to have you press the breath from me. I sing to you, but you do not understand. I tremble in this room, warm enough. You whisper, "Excuse me," when it is time to turn over. But I hear, "Kiss me," and simply lay there, not breathing at all. So now I'm going to read... So I used to have this thing where when love would fail in my life, I used to really think hard about it and get upset. I've tried, I don't really do that anymore, but because it's Valentine's Day, it's time to bring it back out, right? So I'm going to read a couple poems about women not loving me. It's okay, my mother loves me, hold on.
Oh, she does it.
Dad! That's not my dad. So this poem is tied together with a Robert Duncan poem. So there's some lines from him in here. Such is the sickness. I read her a Duncan poem. We're stoned and she's eating pizza. I'm in love with her, and because of that, she doesn't want to be dating anyone right now. It's not a funny poem. All the flame in me stopped against my tongue. I read that line 3 times aloud, and she nods at me. I look up at the corner of the room, down at my water glass, beating on the counter next to the oregano. She doesn't love me, even though on our first date we stood atop a bluff on a foggy day, overwhelmed with the enormity of the rocks and the sound they made when the muscular waves pulled them in. We could hear them clack underwater. Her face was an open window, and my face was an open window, and we were the same house, and the sun shined through us. My heart was a stone, a dumb, unmanageable thing in me, I read. And she shakes and shakes the oregano onto her pizza, asks me what I'm thinking about. Such is the sickness of many a good thing. I'm thinking about walking out of here, leaving her with a greased paper plate, but I don't say that. So I'm going to read. Thanks. I was in kind of a car wreck today a little bit, so this is really good to have support and feel loved.
We love you.
Thanks. It's my dad again. Okay. I'm going to read a poem about, some flowers or something. I didn't think of you at all today. With my face buried in supermarket flowers, I spent the entire evening. What would happen if you chose never to love me? My telephone failed to reach you, so I left the arrangement in my car under the streetlight. It glowed there like something sealed up inside me. I brought them into the house where I untied the ribbon that held them together, put them into the freezer. Hours later, I wanted them for me, but by then the petals were weak, translucent in kitchen light. So I walked them out the back door, threw them under the house. The next day, they were mostly rotted in mid-bloom. I split the stem of one, ran my thumb along the wet insides. They were alive, the irises, somehow still blue as veins. So this is this last piece I'm going to read. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, everyone, for being here. This poem is written entirely in the voice of my mother. I know, right? So sweet. Super dateable. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Matthew, you are leaving again so soon. Please take these pens. I have all these pens for you, with caps on them, and pen holders. I have all these pen holders, large and plastic. I know they won't fit in your bag. I'll mail them. Take this umbrella, this sweater, these socks. They're ankle length, like you like them. And soup, take this soup. I froze 4 batches in Tupperware. 4 batches of broth and chicken and carrots and celery. Frozen in the freezer. They will keep you healthy, my son. My liver. Take my liver to help clean your blood. I'll fly to you. I'll come to you tomorrow. You used to cling to my ankle, and I would drag you across the floor. Please, pack me in your suitcase. Take me with you.